Meaning, this is the disciple. He walks the path, right? The discipler would follow him, and the dust of the sandals would fall in him. That's how close a disciple and discipler's life is. You know, there's a church in California, and I was telling my wife, I really wanted to attend that church. Have you heard of Francis Chan? Yeah, yes. Have you heard of Francis? He's an awesome preacher. You get his book or go to YouTube. Excellent. He leads a mega church in California. Has 3,000 attendees. That's a mega church in the US. Typical attendee doon at least 50 up to 100, a typical church. But he leads a 3,000. And one day he said, God has called me to start a small church. And what he did, he left his mega church. The desire of all pastors in the US, not all, a lot, is to have a mega church. He left it to start a small church. And the small church, the population is 15, typical. And they ask him, so at what size do you split the church? Oh, we split it at around 20 to 30. When they're 20 or 30, they split the church. And now he has, if I'm not mistaken, 36 already, the span of 3 years. So whenever a church grows to 20 to 30, they cut the church. And the disciple there, sabi niya, our disciple is, we were really close. So similar here, Jesus was discipling them for 3 years. And now, their disciple, Jesus Christ, is telling them, not only will one of you betray me, I'll believe in you. Look, if you were there, Lord, paano na kami? What will happen to me? What will happen to us? And as I mentioned to you guys 2 weeks ago when we looked at John chapter 13, I was telling you that these are important matters that Jesus was discussing because in 15 hours he'll be dead. And what was the reply? In verse 36. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, where are you going? Come on, Lord, where are you going? And Jesus answered, where I go, you cannot follow me now, but you will follow later. You're leaving us. You're leaving us in the middle of the battle. You leave us hanging here. Verse 37, Peter said to him, Lord, why can I not follow you right now? I would lay down my life for you. Again, ang yabang-yabang ni Peter. He's very vocal. Lord, I want to follow you. In fact, I will lay down my life for you. And the response of Jesus is, you will lay down your life for me? Are you kidding me? Truly, truly, I say to you, a rooster will not crow until you deny me 3 times. So during that conversation, you can see people talking. And you can see Jesus saying what? One of you will betray me. 2, I'll believe in you na guys. 3, your leader, Peter, whom you recognize, will deny me. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Before what? The rooster crows. Again, try to imagine you're in that dinner. You're hearing this. All of a sudden, fear and despair grips the group. That's why John chapter 14, and our main passage is John chapter 14 verse 6 today. And And that's why John chapter 14, verse 1, it says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." Jesus knew. He understood what was going on. After these events, after these statements, the hearts of the apostles were troubled. The word troubled there, tarazo, means they're dismayed. They're disheartened. There's a sense of uneasiness in them. There is a sense of fear. That's what tarazo means. Not only are they jittery, but they have fear in them. Why? Their leader is leaving them, and the second in command will deny them, and one of the guys within our same group is a snitch. Will betray. And during that time, following Jesus can cost you your life. Nowadays when you get baptized as a Christian, there's really no consequence, right? Yes, when we get baptized, we say, "Lord, that I want to declare to the world that I would follow you." Nice to say, easy to do. But during the time of Jesus, it's interesting. People that gets baptized during the time of Jesus are only proselytes. Meaning what? There are Gentiles who wants to become Jews. If you are a Gentile and you want to become a Jew, there's 3 requirements. One of them, if you're a male, you have to be circumcised. Second, you have to be sprinkled with blood. And third, you have to be baptized. But that only applies to what? To Gentiles who want to become Jews. You don't see Jews being baptized because they're Jews already. Right? They're already born into the promised people of God. No need for that entrance. But now, what's so intriguing with the followers of Jesus is this. They're Jews and they're getting baptized. Because what? Not because they want, not to symbolize that they're entering into Judaism, but to symbolize that now they're part of a new nation, which is in heaven. And the thing there is, when you make that public declaration that you are the follower of Christ, before, it's really to them a cult. They meet in private. Now, I don't, no offense, but are you a Mormon? Mason. Mason. Are you a Mason? No? Yeah. You previously a Mason? Di ba you meet secretly? Right? I don't know. I want to ask, what's happening ba there? And so secretive, I don't understand. And I will not make a comment about exhumation right here. But having said that, Christianity at that time was similar. And there's a rumor. The rumor among Christians is this, among non-Christians is this. They're cannibals. Yeah, you know why? Because they eat the flesh and drink the blood. No, that is the thing. That's why they're hiding. They eat people. Because they hear what did we had our Lord's Supper. What's that? We eat the flesh and drink the blood. Huh? That was the thing. And they really hide because once they know that you're the follower of Christ, guess what happens? You get persecuted. You are thrown out of the synagogue. And when you're thrown out of the synagogue, what does it mean? You can't do business. Tanggal trabaho. That's very difficult. Very, very difficult. And here we see they are troubled because they know they're being persecuted. Now their leader is leaving them. And Jesus says, let not your heart be troubled. And the question for us today is, have we been troubled? Have we had that uneasiness feeling? Is there a sense of uncertainty? The word also means confusion. Sometimes you're so stressed that you become confused. In some cases, nagdidelirio sa Tagalog. Nagdidelirio na yan. There's an uneasiness. There is a sense of fear because of a health scare, a health issue, because of work, because of business, because of relationships. If you're a human being, stresses in life is unavoidable. But God gives the remedy. A remedy that I need to take, and a remedy that all of us need to take. It says here, do not let your hearts be troubled, because Jesus knew their hearts are troubled, and He said what? Believe in God. Believe also in me. What a statement. Simple. But if you just really meditate on that, what is it saying? Do you know who your Lord is? Do you know who your Master is? Do you really believe that I am God? Do you really believe that I have your best interest at heart? Do you believe that nothing comes your way that is not designed by me? Do you believe that your trials is not bigger than my power? Do you believe that I can and will take care of you? Do you believe that this situation right now is meant to mold you, not to bring in fear? Do you believe that this situation is meant for you to draw closer to me than you running away from me? Let your heart not be troubled. For I'm a loving God. For I'm a holy God. For I'm a just God who loves you from eternity past to eternity future, forevermore. And when we are in trouble, and when we are when we are uneasy, when there is fear, we're saying that, God, you're not in control. You really even don't care about me. I've been in this miserable situation for hundreds of days. And you're not real. You're not true. And I'm worried. The word believe here is not just believe. The word there, the right rendering is NIV. It's trust in God. Trust in me. Trust my character. That I care for you. That I love you. I will protect you. I have done this in the past. I am doing this right now. And I will do this forever. For it is my character. It is within my very nature to act in such a manner. Then, verse 2, it says, in my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would not have told you. For I go prepare a place for you. Verse 3, if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself. That where I am, there you will be also. And Jesus tries to calm their spirit and tells them, guys, yes, I told you I am leaving.